Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the Sun Woman, and to those celebrating Thanksgiving, happy, blessed, and safe Thanksgiving to you all, and happy full moon in Gemini to everyone. So this full moon is taking place on November 25th in the signs of Gemini and Sagittarius, and we all know that during the full moon our emotions are heightened. There is definitely a atmosphere for psychic and intuitive energies being very strong. We know also that during the full moon things can come to light. There can be revelations of information that we were either not expecting or were hoping to uncover. So during this full moon in Gemini, you will find usually that through conversations, through some sort of communication, you may be getting information to help you resolve something that you were hoping to resolve. This could be a long-standing situation, and there is a strong sense of spirituality in this full moon because the opposite sign of Gemini is Sagittarius, and that 9th house and 3rd house connection rules the connection between the higher mind and the logical mind that we use on a daily basis. So the connection between our spiritual nature, our spiritual mind, and the daily perception that we receive, the daily messages that we receive. Now, what I've decided to do this month is continue on with the full moon readings, and I also wanted to address the concept of twin flames because this full moon is in Sagittarius and Gemini, Gemini being the sign of the twins. There's a definite connection between the twin connection, and we'll find that that is, can affect all of us in some way depending on where it falls in our charts. Now, just to address twin flames, we talk about twin flames, soulmates, and if you think about it, we're all on some level looking for that other soul that is going to complete us. Now, what exactly is a twin flame? Well, in the different descriptions that I've read and that I've found interesting, the twin flame is really a different and more profound connection in many ways than even a soulmate. Okay, while we can actually have many soulmates in our lives, which can be platonic or romantic, which can be family connections, friend connections, there is really only one twin flame. And this is because the twin flame is understood as generally a physically embodied soul expression, which is the polar opposite, or excuse me, the complementary aspect to our own soul. So the other half of our soul. I've heard it explained by those who are way more spiritually advanced than you or I may be, and who have more depth of knowledge on the subject. I've heard them explain that in a sense, when the source of everything, God force or the universe, or however you want to name the force that has created all of us, when that source was dividing itself into infinite expressions of consciousness, okay, infinite souls, for the purpose of experiencing itself and experiencing life and existence on a physical level, each soul coming to experience that connection was split into two parts of a whole. Okay, so therefore the twin flame can really be understood to be the other half of one's own soul. Now, what I've done, I've posted actually on my blog. If you check out Tumblr, which I've started a new blog on Tumblr, which could be just connections to my own channel or interesting articles that I found that I just want to share. And then I'll also be doing some writing and some poetry as well. I will be posting some more articles on twin flames. Now, what I'd like to just go ahead and do in this reading this month is go through each of the signs and see if we concentrate on the connection of twin flame connections. I want to see what the messages are for each of the individual 12 signs as far as whether we are with our twin flame, whether we are waiting to become connected with our twin flame, whether, again, we are seeking that connection, or whether we are questioning whether we have met that person, or whether there are boundaries or limitations to meeting that person. But know that with the twin flame connection, there are some signs. One of the signs is a really intense acceleration of our evolution, meaning that, meeting that person brings about some tremendous change in our life. So there's intense chemistry, and there's a rapid acceleration of our personal development and their personal development. So some major change in our life is brought about by meeting this person. Their energy spurs us on or inspires us to create deep changes and transformations in our life. There's also a sense of knowing when you meet your twin flame. There's a feeling that you have with them that's unlike any other connection that you've had in this life. You'll feel something unspeakable between your heart and that person's heart. There's also either a sense of peace or chaos. So meeting the twin flame, keep in mind, is really not for the faint of soul or for the faint of heart, because we can have an unbelievable expansion in our lives, or there can be a lot of chaos that takes place because of the tremendous change that we are allowing to take place in our lives, okay? And there, in any way, that connection is going to challenge us to our core. And on a sexual level, if this is, that twin flame connection, that romantic twin flame connection, we may experience very powerful sexual connection with that person that may be unlike any we've ever experienced. There may be the feeling of an outer body experience during the sexual connection, and there may be just a feeling of mergence with that twin soul that is very different than anything else you've experienced, and kind of wipes away time, space, and the sense of, being physically embodied in this world. So there are other connections, there are other clues that will connect us to, will give us the sense that we've met our twin soul. Let's just go ahead and go through each of the 12 individual signs and see what the message is this month of November on this full moon in Gemini and Sagittarius, and see what the messages are for finding, keeping, or attracting our twin souls and our twin flame. All right, let's get to the individual readings. Sagittarius, this particular full moon in Gemini is going to be illuminating your 7th house, which is your house of long-term partnerships, okay? So this is going to be a very important full moon for you, because it is taking place in the sign directly opposite of yours, which again illuminates partners, and definitely a strong and powerful influence when it comes to others in your life, and the potential for finding your twin flame, or for nurturing and developing the partnership that you have. This is going to be a powerful time for you to look deep within that partnership and look deep within yourself, and be able to release the things that prevent you from integrating your life with another person, okay? It may be fears, it may be history, it may be self-imposed obstacles, or it may be obstacles that life has put in front of you that if you can't particularly go over, you may need to go around in order to connect with this person in your life, okay? So let's go ahead and do the 4-card reading And this is the Tao Oracle deck that I'm using, and I like to use this deck because it has very powerful divination messages. It's an ancient deck that connects to the I Ching, and I find that the messages are very clear and profound, especially when it comes to looking into spiritual matters. And the search for, or the connection with the twin flame, for me is a very powerful spiritual thing. So this is for you, Sagittarius. This is for the full moon in Gemini, illuminating your 7th house, and the message for you in your partnership or in your search for your twin flame. All right. And I do a 4-card reading here, and I also read the cards right side up because for me the meaning is the same. Okay, well, wow, this is really very interesting here. So what we have is the card that represents the attraction of opposites. So for me, this particular card specifically means that a connection has been made with someone, a very powerful, deep attraction, a very magnetic attraction. There's been a passionate encounter with that person. You both have met halfway, and there is a strong emotional, sexual connection. You know, you may have already become involved with this person, and the connection is strong. There is definitely the feeling of a twin flame connection with this person. So really very profound that this is happening. Card is coming up on your full moon here. Now, what's over you at the moment is a sense of increase. So this is really a beautiful time to now take what has been achieved and take what has been created and to move forward with it, to increase. This can be done through sharing with this partner, expanding, encouraging this person or encouraging this relationship. There should be a real feeling of abundance and fertile ground in this partnership. If you are hoping to connect with someone, I feel like there may be someone in your past with whom you have already made this connection. Often when we meet twin flames, there could be obstacles that prevent the relationship from moving forward. One partner could be already in a relationship, or there may be distance, or they may live different places, or one may go off to war, or whatever the thing. There may be obstacles that prevent us from going forward with someone, and so we may move on in our lives, okay? But that doesn't mean that that twin flame connection has not been made, because it is there and it exists. What I feel like, there is someone in the past with whom this connection has been made. If it's not a current partner, it is someone that has been in your life, and there's the potential right now to really grow that relationship, to expand and increase and reap the rewards of this connection to the point of overflowing. I'm getting the vision of the 10 of Cups for the traditional tarot deck, which is your cup runneth over, okay? Cup of love running over. Just a flowering, two people running through the daisies in the summertime is the vision that I'm seeing right now. So definitely a strong, powerful emotional connection that has the potential of just flourishing and growing right now, okay? And what I feel where this is going is that what you need to do is not rush things. Small is beautiful is what the message is. So take things one step at a time. Grow incrementally. The potential for tremendous growth, tremendous expansion on an emotional level is there, but you must build that house brick by brick and move step by step. Keep things simple. Find the extraordinary in the ordinary is what the message is. Simple and small is beautiful. Slow down. Pay close attention. Don't try and get to a finish line. The reward is in the journey right now, okay? Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to each day of being together, of waking together, of the communication with that person. Pay attention to what is important to that person. Slow down. Use your discretion in the sense of be in tune and allow yourself to attune to this person and really be in the moment. You know, shut off the phone, put down your device, step away from the computer, concentrate on the connection, the relationship, the partnership, and take time to smell the roses and, you know, count the daisies. All of these things which may seem overly romantic and you know, overly you know, roses and butterflies, but this is where the beauty is for you right now. This is where you're going to find the joy and the happiness in contemplating what is small but what is beautiful, and allowing those details to expand and to grow into something great. Okay, on this card there's a butterfly, and you know, the message is take time to look at what is small and what is beautiful, and allow that joy of those what may seem inconsequential is very important right now. Okay, and so the ultimate message here is gathering together through doing these things, through concentrating on the small things. You know, God is in the details. You will strengthen this partnership. You will unify. You will converge and gather together to create something that is so much greater than you individually. Okay, the sum is greater than the parts is what the message is. This is a time of combining forces and taking what is an initial passionate attraction and growing it so that on a daily basis there is beauty and joy in love, and love around you, in the gathering and the converging of two lives together. Okay, and this is a very appropriate reading given that this full moon in Gemini is taking place in that 7th house. So again, it is all about the partner. You know, we have to let the ego die sometimes in order to allow the partner to be the main focus. And, you know, selfishness is important when it comes to taking care of your own personal needs and allowing yourself to grow and allowing yourself to learn and to expand. But sometimes you have to step aside from your own self and allow the focus to be on the partner, and this is what the message is for you right now in your twin flame connection or in your search for that twin flame. So this is your message, Sagittarius. Very powerful time for you. The full moon is in that 7th house. This is what we want to concentrate on for you and meditate on this message. I do hope that this has been resonant for you, and I do want to take a moment just to thank you for subscribing to my channel, and for those who are new to the channel, welcome. I do hope that you will come back and subscribe, like, or share these videos, and comment as well. I appreciate connecting with all my subscribers. If you're interested in a private reading where I can go more in depth with you about a potential partner, a current partnership, or what may be coming down the road for you, I would be able to do a love reading for you and concentrate on twin flame connection. So please just contact me at my website, and I'll get right back to you. In the meantime, thank you so much again for sharing this time with me, and I do wish you love and blessings and peace, Sagittarius, and I'll see you again next month for the new moon readings.